The Vault of Horror begins with a group of men in a room with no way to get out. They each have a seat and begin to talk about nightmares they have on a frequent basis. These nightmares transition to the stories that make up the film. Midnight Mess has a brother murder his sister, but soon he finds out he's in a town full of vampires. The Neat Job deals with a neat freak husband testing the patience of his wife. This Trick 'll Kill You has a husband and wife magician team steal a magic trick that they regret stealing in the end. Bargain in Death warns of the dangers of trying to commit insurance fraud. And lastly, Drawn and Quartered focuses on an artist who has his hand enchanted by voodoo to take revenge on his patrons. Compared to the previous film, The Vault of Horror plays with its tone. A story like Midnight Mess or The Neat Job play up the dark humor overtly, while This Trick 'll Kill You and Drawn and Quartered take themselves seriously for the most part. This will throw off members of the audience looking for a consistent tone for all the stories. If you're looking to buy this on DVD, please avoid the Midnight Madness double feature with Tales from the Crypt. I believe that was from MGM. This version of the film is censored. The shot of a tap being put into the neck of David Massey is censored with just a huge black block in the middle of the screen, and the hammer into the head of Terry Thomas is freeze-framed. Skip this version and go with the Scream Factory release instead. Similar to Freddie Francis, Vault of Horror director Roy Ward Baker dipped his foot into horror with Hammer before moving to Amicus. For Baker, he was really only known as a director. Sabatsky wrote the script. Oddly enough, the stories for this film didn't come from the Vault of Horror series. With the exception of Neat Job, all of the stories are Tales from the Crypt. The Neat Job was taken from Shock Suspense stories. This film features its share of star power, but none of the performances come close to matching Cushing as Grimsdyke. Terry Thomas is amusing as the clean freak husband. Tom Baker and his British afro manages to give off a creepy vibe as the vengeful artist. There's Denholm Elliott, Kurd Jurgens, and Anna Massey that stand out among the cast. It's a solid film, enjoyable in its own right, makes a fine double feature with Tales from the Crypt. If you can find the Scream Factory version, it's well worth it.